Hello everyone. I wanted to just quickly show off the D&D map I've been working on. This is the template to play D&D, and I have separate campaign maps that I will load in here in the table, but I just wanted to kind of show off what I got here. So I've got places for all the players here on these tables. You can zoom in here, and I have them all detailed and designed. So I have the dungeon master right here on this table, and then I've got room for up to 7 players if you want 7, although that's kind of a lot. It's a lot for a dungeon master to keep track of, but so I just kind of started with that setup, and each table I've gone ahead and made area for equipment, your inventory, and your powers. And so the items I have as actual blocks, and you can just get these off of Google Images and put them in the game and make your own items. And I thought this would be easier than having to write it all down. And then in the description, we can put stats and whatever for whatever you'd want to use. So I have that. I plan on doing the same thing with the powers, like for spells. And then you've got everything right here. You've got a dice bag with all your dice here. You can roll the dice. And I have everything. I've got like D4, D6s, 10, 12 in there. As many as you need. I've got your character sheets over here. So I have everyone started out with a piece. And we'll actually be able to go in on Google Images and you can upload your own image of whatever you want for your character. I've got a character sheet. This is a custom made one with all the stats and everything on it, and you can edit these like so. Like you can come in and change some of these. And then I've got another one for the skills for your character. So you'll have that on your table. And then right over here, I've got actual coins we can use as currency. So I've got copper, silver, and gold. And the cool thing is you can throw them in this counting bowl that I have programmed here. And it'll tell you how much you have together, so you don't have to count it yourself. And you can, most of this stuff you can pick up easily and move. I also gave you storage over here so you can get rid of something, get it off the table. And I've decorated each player area with some candles and whatnot to make it look a little fancy. And then I've got some counters right here. So instead of having to write down your health and everything every time you get hit, you can just use this to keep track of how much health, mana, and then exhaustion you have. So I just thought that would make it easy. And so each player setup, I have a different color. Like this one is teal. I've got pink over here, purple, and I set up each area so it's a little different. And you can customize this if you want. Move these around or change. You can add in different like objects here, but this is just the template that we'll start with when we start up a game. Oh, yes, I forgot as well. Everyone has this little tablet here, and this is actually a browser, so you can pull up music. You can pull up a character sheet if you have a character from another game. Really, whatever you want. You can do whatever you want on this. And then as well, I have this water cup here for everyone, and you can actually go over here to the well and pull out pieces of water, and so you can use this to keep track of how much water your character has, and you can actually put it in the cup and it'll go in there, and you can pull it back out to get rid of it. And then over here I've got a like black hole void. You can just use that to throw away whatever you don't want. So it's pretty neat. I tried to make this stuff on the table have a cool function, but a lot of it's just nice design. And then over here I've got this is the DM table, and so he has a bank here. You can pull out whatever coins you want to give to players. And then I've got gems as well. And even like a diamond. And so he's got like a calculator if you need to add something up. I gave him, he's got some fancy dice. What's great about this program is you can bring in something from anywhere. So I mean, you can find something in someone else's game and just pull it in. Like here I've got an air horn. So it's a lot of fun. And then I gave him a highlighter as well. So if he wants to mark a piece like, let's see, someone's character, you can change this to whatever color you want. Let's say blue. Put the piece on there, and it will give it a blue highlight. So you can use that to mark objects if you want, and then you can flip this around and remove the highlight. And then over here I've got some controls to add in some rain. And snow as well, right here. And then I've also put, these are blank character skill cards and monster cards, so you can make new enemies or whatnot on the fly, or a new character. And then I've got extra counters here if you lose them, extra storage for if anyone wants extra storage. And then I've got like a loot bag here. The DM can put loot inside. And what's really cool is with these, you could do whatever you want. So you could like say, I want the loot to be a gold coin, a silver coin, and an emerald. And then you can just put this on the table on a space. And I have it set up on a hex grid right now. And the players can find this in a map, and then they can actually take the items out if they want, or they'll be able to open it up right here as well, and they can see what's inside it. So that's just a fun little way to make it all very easy. And then the coolest thing about this setup is I can go ahead and get everything ready to load, but I can actually make maps ahead of time, which is what I'm going to do for our campaign here. And I can actually load other maps I've already made ahead of time. It's pretty awesome. It was a lot of work to figure out how to do this, but I got it working. And so this program is not really made to do this with this many objects in a room, but I figured out a nice workaround where I can load it. It's not perfect, but it does work. And I'll be able to do this. The only thing is whenever you load it, it does like pause for like a whole minute, up to 2 minutes sometimes. So it is kind of a pain sometimes, but it's really not that long, and it'll give you plenty of time to go grab a snack or grab a drink of water. All right, here we go. So I think it took probably about a minute, so it's not too bad, but there's no way around that. I've looked on the servers too, and no one has a setup like this, probably because it's really difficult, but I figured out a way to get it to work. So here, whenever I load a map, it's pretty awesome. It will give me a background. I can change that, and then I have a nice lighting in for nighttime, and I can change that here if I want. So you can't really see the map well, so I'm going to kind of give it a little bit more light here. And yeah, this is really cool. So I can just I can make something like this ahead of time and just load it in as part of the campaign. It's pretty awesome. And then all the pieces and everything snap to the grid. This program is just really cool. I love this program so much. It's pretty awesome. And then what we'll be able to do, so this is like an area map, but we'll be able to load in a world map where we can keep track of where we are in the world, like this. So I'm gonna alright, there we go, loaded in. So for example, this could be used as a world map, and then I have like a piece here you can use to mark where the party's at. So you can load in between these maps and everything will work great. And one of the reasons I decided to use the coins here is because I think it's just a lot more fun to be able to move these as pieces around than rather just write down a number somewhere. It's a lot more fun to actually have coins. And then the same thing with the emeralds. And then here, what I'll be able to show is I can switch on if I want all of these things in the world or not. And something you can do to make it real fun is go in here and bring up some music on YouTube, whatever you want. So you can go crazy with this. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm excited to start playing with everyone. If you want to play, send me a message and let me know. I think we'll be starting up our campaign real soon. I just have to work on some more maps and do some writing for it, and we should be good to go. Thanks guys, bye.